The harsh truth when it comes to your healing journey is not worrying about when certain things are going to happen, but knowing that it is and that it will happen. Welcome or welcome back. It's your favorite mental health specialist, High Guidance, and that is what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Now, with that being said, because there is no right or wrong way to heal yourself, always and only take what resonates as well as leave the rest. So if it does not apply, then that means it is not in a line, which means it is not for you. So do not force it, as well as grab your pens, grab your paper, and be prepared to take notes. For this video and for the month of April, we're going to be going over and discussing the harsh truths when it comes to our healing journey, as well as stop worrying and stop doubting what it is that you know and becoming confident with what it is that you want, as well as some recommendations, some reminders, some disclaimers, and just certain things that you need to be aware of. So starting off with the first couple of disclaimers, starting off with the introduction. When you know you're going to be successful, when you know you're going to heal yourself, when you know you're elevating, you don't have to think twice about it. You don't have to be confused. You don't have a certain level of uncertainty. So you have to know that if you want something, that you are allowed to receive it and that you're capable of receiving it. That is the first disclaimer. Now, the second thing that you need to be aware of is that if you are struggling with that knowing, you have to be able to identify why you feel like it's impossible. Why do you feel like it's going to be hard? Why do you feel like it's going to be difficult? Why do you feel like it's going to be challenging? Until you understand the limitation and the blockages and the doubts and the fears, you're not going to be able to overcome them. You're not going to be able to come up with solutions. You're not going to be able to take a moment and realize the discomfort and what you need to do moving forward. Because with every problem, there is a solution. You may not always like what you need to do, but if you want something, you have to do it. And that's the third disclaimer. In order to get the things that you want, there are certain responsibilities, there are certain tasks, there are certain things that you have to be willing to do. So before you say you want something, and that's the fourth disclaimer, you have to understand what comes with it. If you want to heal yourself from poverty, financially, you have to understand that you may have to work 2, 3, 4 jobs. You may have to go back to school to further your education, to get a better job. You may have to take public transportation until you're able to buy the car that you want. You may have to cut yourself off from certain people and places and things who carry themselves a certain type of way when it comes to money, or people who judge money, or people who feel limited about money. If you want to physically lose or gain weight, you have to be willing to go to the gym. You have to be willing to invest into a personal trainer. You have to be willing to change your diet. You may have to go see a doctor. You may have to see a physician. You may have to stop surrounding yourself with people who just eat any and everything. In order for you to have a certain level of conviction and confidence, you have to know. So now, when it comes into the recommendations on how you stop worrying and how you start knowing, is number one, being intentional. What do you want in life? What do you want to heal from? What do you want to become better at? On your notes, you need to write that down. In the comment section, you need to be engaging, as well as liking this video and following me on all my social media platforms. The information, is in the description down below. What do you want? It's so simple. It's so simple. You don't have the resources, you don't have the tools. Start with step 1. What do you want? If you're choosing to be on this account, you choose to watch these videos, you're here to be held accountable. You're here to do the work, because that's how we get things done. If it's not handed to you, if you don't have the finances, you don't have the resources, you don't have the tools, you need to do something. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm not here to make excuses. And I'm speaking from experience and with results. As your favorite mental health specialist who's here to motivate you, inform, and educate, and naturopathic physician, which means we hear ourselves internally and subconsciously and consciously and psychologically first, okay? If you can't afford a therapist, if you can't afford a psychiatrist, you have free videos on YouTube, especially if you say that you want to do certain things within a certain amount of time this year, because it's 2026. Like, how many more years do you need for you to figure out what you need to do and get it done? Okay? You need to know what you want. You need to be honest. You need to get straight to the point. You need to be straightforward. We need to be direct. So if you don't like directness, send and share this video to somebody who it is, because that's how you become confident. You have to be so direct. You have to be so intentional. You have to be so confident that you're not worried about any doubts. You're not worried about any fear. You're not worried about any judgment. You're not worried about looking how you need to look. And that's the second recommendation. Once you know what it is that you want, and you decide that's what you want, you then need to figure out, well, what do I need to do to get it done? What do I need to do to experience this? What do I need to do to heal myself? What do I need to do to get myself out of poverty? What do I need to do to lose weight? What are you doing? What can you do? You don't need to have everything figured out in a day. If you don't have the finances, you don't have the resources, you have YouTube. It's a search engine. You can go on Google, you can go on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure you have other social media platforms. You can use TikTok. You can go to the library. It's free. You can ask people around. You can ask people in the comment section. You can ask the people that you're subscribed to. We make time for the things that we want. I don't make excuses. And you're not going to make excuses either, because you're choosing to be here. If I hold myself to a certain standard and you are able to appreciate that, same thing goes with you. If not, like I said, send and share this video to somebody who it is. Because at the end of the day is going to end. So the fourth recommendation when it comes to you knowing is allowing yourself to do the work, allowing yourself to make the necessary changes. If it's not going to happen in 24 hours, if it's not going to happen in a week, you have to be okay with allowing however much time, how much energy and effort it takes for you to accomplish your goals. You have to understand that some goals may be short term. Some goals may be long term. Getting yourself out of poverty, it may take a year. It may take 5 years. It may take 20 years. Getting yourself to lose a significant amount of weight when you've never lost weight before is going to require you to change the way you eat. It's going to require you to stop buying certain foods. It's going to require you to invest into eating certain foods. It's going to require you to change your routine. Healing and regulating your nervous system is going to require you to separate yourself. It's going to require you to see a psychiatrist. It's going to require you to go to therapy. It's going to require you to watch these videos, take notes, and engage in the comment section. If not, booking your service and your session, which is also in the description down below. Especially, or if you don't believe in like God, ancestors, and universe. I'm not here to force religion or spirituality, but it's like, how are you going to get it done? In order to be confident, in order to know that what we want is not impossible and that we're capable, we have to be honest with ourselves. And this is what I've been doing this entire time. And this is why I have over 1,100 plus videos on this account. We have to be honest with ourselves. Just because you're honest with yourself doesn't mean that your feelings have to be hurt or that you cannot change things, but you have to be honest. Like, if you want to be somewhere and you're not there, you need to figure out why you're not there and what you can do moving forward and what you have. You have to stop worrying about what you don't have. You have to stop worrying about people and places, things who judge you or make fun of you. None of that stuff is going to matter when you get to where you need to be. None of that stuff is going to matter when you accomplish things that you want. If you're putting yourself out there, you can't be worried about people talking about stuff. Oh, look at her, look at him. They don't have this, they don't have that. It doesn't matter, because I'm telling you, when you get to where you need to be, these are going to be the same people who be like, oh my gosh, I believed in you. Or they're going to ask you, how did you do it? It's all funny when people are building their foundations and doing what they need to do until they become the person that they said that they were. It's always Kiki's and look at her, look at him. I'm telling you from experience, people are going to talk about you because these people are not doing anything in their life. I'm telling you, nobody who tries to bring you down or have anything negative to say about your life is in a better situation. And I'm telling you from experience, these same people end up getting the same energy that they put out, which is also going to be a video that we're going to be talking about. So it's like, you don't have time to be worried about being unsure of yourself. If you're watching these videos, if you're taking the notes, you're applying the information, like I said, you're going to God, ancestors, universe, you're seeing a psychiatrist, you're seeing a therapist, you're holding yourself accountable, why would you not get what you want? Why wouldn't you not know that things are going to change? And I just made a video talking about that, so make sure you guys are caught up to date. You have to be present. You have to be still. Yes, it may require, like I said, more time, energy, and effort. You can't compare yourself to anything or anybody. Like, when you want certain things, you have to lock in because you need direction. You need to stay in your lane. You cannot be looking outside of your lane. There's nothing outside of your lane or outside of yourself or outside of your life that is for you. You need to be worried about self. You need to be worried about what you have and what you're able to do. And you have to take your time. Like, that's it. That's the only way you're going to become confident in yourself and whatever it is that you believe in. Take your time. It's no rush. You don't need to compare yourself. You don't need to worry about people judging you, talking about you. It doesn't matter. If people don't finance you, if they don't feed you, they don't pour into you, it doesn't matter. It's unnecessary. Because the time is going to go by regardless. Every single day you show up for yourself, it's every single day you're going to get better. And what a lot of people fail to realize, a lot of things that we want, it does not happen in a day, which means it's a lifestyle, which means you have to do this consistently. If you want to lose weight, it's going to take more than a day to lose weight. Even if you get surgery, even if you get, what is the shot called? I don't know what it's called. You get that shot that makes you lose weight. Ozempic, I think, whatever. You still have to maintain that. There is maintenance and a certain level of responsibility with the things that we want. Like, in order for you to know that things are going to happen, you just constantly have to show up. You can't quit. So I've also made a video talking about when you need to rest, when you need to work, when you need to have fun, and when you need to pull back your energy, when you need to be present, and when you need to be worried about certain things that you want to happen. You just have to have a certain level of confidence, and until you work on that, which is a skill and it takes time, you're constantly going to doubt yourself. So if you have questions, comments, concerns, and this video resonates with you, let me know down in the description down below and in the comment section. And just follow me on Instagram and on TikTok, where I'll be going live answering you guys' questions in real time if I didn't address them already in today's video. And like I've said for the 15th trillion time, follow me on all my social media platforms. If you're interested in the service in the session, click the link in my description. If you're unable to book your service in your session, you're having difficulties, drop the word website so that can be adjusted and fixed for you. If not, you're not alone. I love you. Until next time, thanks for watching. Peace.